welcome to Book Talk. I'm Sonia at the Stickney-Forest Public Library, and I like to recommend books and find my book talks on YouTube every month. For the past few years I've been doing this now. So this month I am going to do Brit Lit, as in British literature. So I've been wanting to do a Brit Lit, and when I think Brit Lit, I think of a lot of classics, but I'm going to save that one. I'm going to do maybe a classic Brit Lit one, do like Oliver Twist or something, some of those Jane Austen or something, but I'm going to do more contemporary Brit Lit today. Okay, so I'm going to start with The Mermaid and Mrs Hancock. This came out just a couple years ago. The author is from London. Her name is Imogen Hermes Gowar, and she wrote this genre blending, historical, little bit of fantasy in there. But I don't want you to think that it's all about a mermaid, because that is just kind of the frame of the story. A sailor catches a mermaid, but don't picture like Ariel from Disney. It's not that kind of mermaid. So just to let you know, this mermaid might be a little dangerous, might be unhappy to be caught and to be held. So this takes place in Regency times, but it's not just a total historical fiction, like I said. It kind of shows you the underbelly of London at that time in some parts, with some sexual situations, some a violent situation at the end. But it does explore some gender issues, feminist issues, and even some racial issues. I liked the story of the courtesan who is trying to make it on her own and not have to be an employee of the madam and giving her money to her madam in the house where she's working. She wants to break out on her own. I liked her story, and she gets kind of entwined with the mermaid, and then there's also a black courtesan there who also is trying to make it and not be oppressed. So there's things like that. So it's not like a light mermaid, but it's very atmospheric, and it's really good. So pick it up, see what you think of it. And one of my librarian colleagues, I like how she describes this in books like this. She calls them slightly askew. So it's slightly askew. I like that. I'll leave that there. And the next one I'm going to talk about is also slightly askew, is how I would describe it. The Seed Collectors by Scarlett Hermes. So this one also I've been wanting to talk about because it doesn't get a lot of circulation here, but it's very interesting. She wrote a book, her previous book before this that I had read, that mixed a bit of science and philosophy in her literary style of writing, and this one also did that. And I knew that she had a kind of quirky writing style, and this did not disappoint. So it had that slightly askew. It had that those deep undercurrents of philosophy and religion and science in here, and making you look at humanity. That being said, it's not like totally heavy. It's a story of a family a family of scientists, and there's a little mystery involving the seeds that are causing people to die. But the rumor is that these seeds have the power, if you eat them, to give you total enlightenment. And the only drawback to that is then you have total enlightenment, but then you die. So there are actually a couple of the family members here who are going through hard times, depression, this or that, and thinking, maybe these seeds, maybe that's what they want right now. So so follow this along, see what happens. would you ever be tempted at a low point in your life to, get total enlightenment, but then you would have to die and see what that's about? So yeah, she thinks outside the box. Scarlett Thomas, British author. Check her out. So for my final book, I thought I would do something totally different than these two. For those of you who don't really get like interest in these, it doesn't sound interesting. If you're not intrigued yet, and you just want like a light, fun read, The Lido by Libby Page. This one is a young woman, and oh, by the way, something I found out, the Lido is what they call a swimming pool. So you're like, what is a Lido? Or maybe they say Lido, depending. I don't know, but that's a swimming pool. That's what that is. So they're trying to save the community swimming pool, basically, that's going to get, torn down. But so many people, it brings the community together. So this is that kind of feel-good book where the young woman who's kind of lonely, she befriends the older woman who's lonely, and they start this whole campaign to save the Lido. Now they might say Lido, but I just like saying Lido for some reason. So, sorry. So yeah, Libby Page, this came out just like, I want to say a year and a half ago. Feel good, quick read. It brought back my days at the pool, which I have fond memories of. So if you feel like that kind of thing, pick up this book, and we can be on the lookout for the next books by her. I don't think she's written anything after that, and then if you want something heavier or more complex, you can check out these other two. Thanks for joining me. Next month, I will do another book talk and come back and see what I'm going to be talking about. And leave comments below. Thank you. Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the Stickney-Forest View Public Library's YouTube channel. Also, like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The Stickney-Forest View Public Library District, where great things happen.